Hey, what's up, kids? It's me, the Mick, and I am back with some more 40k lore for everyone. So today, as per the suggestion from Space Sensei 7763, I will be going over the Ogryn. The Ogryn are big, giant, brutish, smelly, hygiene bordering on criminal or lack thereof, boys of the Imperium of Man. But I'm going to kind of be going into all of that as the video progresses. So in 40k, Ogryn are what the Imperium of Man calls an abhuman. So they are still part of the Imperium of Man, but they're not considered fully human. Abhuman in the 40k universe refers to any species or subspecies of humanity who has been mutated in some way to adapt to some kind of extreme environmental changes. In the case of the Ogryn, it was because they were on very cold, desolate, high gravity planets. They were found during the Dark Crusade. Most of the planets that they were found on were actually prison planets. Krork is one of the planets that they were found on, and this happened after the Age of Strife during the Great Crusade. The Age of Strife is where pretty much all of humanity's planets and satellite planets and moons and things like that were completely cut off from one another. If you'd like to know more about the Age of Strife, I really suggest looking into it if you're curious about the lore of the 40k universe. But back to our favorite big boys who are not green. So during the Age of Strife, it's several thousand years, so it's generations of generations of generations of people being born on these very hostile planets. So with years of this harsh environment and the need for survival, this kind of left Ogryns with a massive size. Most of them are between 9 and 10 feet, or 2.5 to 3 meters tall. They have extremely thick skin, but they also developed an exceptionally low intellect because their whole basis was survival, and survival really does not require any type of sophisticated thinking. So, not unlike the orcs, they are proficient at being shock troopers. Obviously, they work within the Astra Militarum. Orcs obviously do not. Um, Once they were discovered by the Imperium, though, during the Great Crusade, and they were starting to be indoctrinated into the Imperium's religion of worshiping the god Emperor, Ogryns were found to be fiercely loyal to the Imperium, so much so that most or all Ogryns considered orders sent down from the Commissar to them as being brought straight down from the god Emperor himself. So Ogryn believed that when they receive an order to charge into battle, shoot that guy, stab that dude, throw this dude off a cliff, they feel like the God Emperor himself told somebody who told somebody who told somebody to tell the Commissar to tell the Ogryn to do that. When they are in battle, Ogryn tend to use very simple melee weapons, such as large knives and knuckle dusters and clubs and things like that. They really don't get the nuance of any type of sophisticated weapons. They really don't know how to use a lasgun. Plus, lasguns are very flimsy, and in the giant hands of the Ogryn, they pretty much just fall apart. They at first were issued burst fire shotguns known as Ripper guns, but they also have like LMGs and grenade launchers and things like that. These shotguns, and especially a lot of their early weapons or the weapons that are given to them just in the low ranks, tend to have a burst limit, meaning it can only fire so many at a time. Reason for this type of burst fire is that with the Ogryn, they have a tendency to just mow down heretics and fire all of their ammunition because they love it so much that they tend to run out of ammunition very rapidly. They sometimes even run out of ammunition well before any type of fighting or battle starts. Another issue with the Ogryn, quote unquote, due to their size more than anything else, probably, is Ogryns tend to be rather claustrophobic, and it's very difficult for commissars and other people in the Astra Militarum to try to coerce them into any type of cramped transport vehicles. In fact, Ogryn will not get into anything like a Chimera or any other type of dropship or anything like that without some kind of commanding officer in the vehicle with them. Now, a lot of people think that given low intellect, brutish nature, again, that lack of hygiene that's damn near criminal, that Ogryn would tend to be at low end of the totem pole, bottom of the barrel type guys, and they have no way to like move up the ranks or kind of make a name for themselves. Surprisingly, even in the grimdark future, for our goodest boys here, there is a bit of light coming through the end of the tunnel. Ogryn who exhibit having higher intellect than other Ogryn are actually put up for something known as bone, or biomechanical Ogryn neural enhancement. Bone for short, obviously, and then the Ogryn who do have this implant done, they call themselves boneheads. No H needed. This gives them problem-solving capabilities, memory enough to remember their name and their comrades' names, the ability to count on their fingers, but most importantly, it enhances their minds so that they're allowed to make more tactical decisions beyond that of just the regular Ogryn, which is hit Heretic harder, and if Heretic's still alive, Heretic clearly was not hit hard enough, hit it again. Again, they refer to themselves as boneheads, though they do have limited authority, and they're only placed over other Ogryn squads. They do lead squadrons of Ogryns into battle, because they are able to make those decisions and kind of lead the Ogryn. They have a high enough intellect so that they can be like, yeah, no, we can give orders and we can do this, but not quite high enough for them to necessarily be at the back in the war room, setting up the defenses and the strategies for it. There's several ways that the Ogryn serve the Imperial war machine. Even with primitive minds, they do have a vast eagerness to serve the Emperor and serve the Emperor of mankind. And they're not just loyal to the Emperor, they're loyal to their comrades, both Ogryn and regular, just run-of-the-mill dude. Some of them fall under what a lot of people consider the Bulwark. These guys just enjoy clubbing enemies to death, or like watching their skulls turn to dust. They'll rip heretics limb from limb, or they'll just break an enemy's face with their massive fist, and just big punchy boys. Others fall into the gunlugger type of designation almost. They're the embodiment of big gun go burr, accuracy by volume of fire. If you've got 1,000 rounds per minute heading at your face, you're either going to get down or you're going to get hit. Even a blind squirrel gets lucky. So overall, in my opinion, Ogryn are a fun and interesting part of the 40k universe. They have a lot of interesting things about them, so if you'd like a deeper dive into the Ogryn, or you want to see another faction covered, let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, or if you want to see more of this content, or you'd like to see some different content, go ahead and like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you kids in the next one.